Met Greg around 2004, 2005, actually through his father. We had a banking relationship with their bank, and I got to know his father, Truman, early on, and he was just insistent that Greg and I meet.
Some 10 plus years ago, I met Greg through one of his closest friends and one of my closest friends for over 30 years, Mike Conway from Texarkana. And Mike introduced us, and it was one of the best things to happen to me is having to be able to say I'm a friend of Greg Arnold's. Unfortunately, Mike is not here with us any longer, but Mike, thank you for the introduction.
I certainly remember when we met you and Truman for the first time. Jerry and I always felt we had a kindred spirit because of our father-son relationships we have with our fathers, and then certainly being in business with them. But then to take the next step and actually have the Dallas Cowboys get to be in business with TAC Air is certainly a humbling and an honor for us.
You know, it's interesting, Greg and I graduated from Stephen F. Austin in 1985, and our paths didn't cross during Stephen F. for whatever reason, and we were probably fortunate for both of us. But in 1992, I returned home to Northeast Texas to work at a bank that his family was associated with. And I was very, very lucky to meet he and his family at that point in time.
Greg is a great example of a country boy that came to the big city from Texarkana to Dallas and has done really well. But one thing he hadn't given up is his good country values.
He is always learning. He is always trying to better himself and better those people around him just because of his curiosity.
Greg was a great kid, always was, full of energy and full bore, good student, good athlete, good friends, and he's just a great kid, always was, and his energy, and it still carries over. We call him getting out in front of his skis from time to time.
But I want to say one thing that's really important. Behind every great person, I think there's always a great spouse, and by far, Greg has that in Ashley. He did wonderful in that selection. I always have a saying that good people always over-marry, and Greg definitely did that.
He does everything, on top of the table, above board, and does the right thing. And even when he does the wrong things, he does it the right way, if that makes any sense. So, I mean, he's a great representative and ambassador for the university, just in the way he's gone about his life and business. And I couldn't think of anybody more deserving.
But if his brother were here, and I'm wearing his brother's cufflinks, we lost his brother. Tomorrow will be 30 years, and so we miss him dearly. And so I brought him. He would be so proud of him, and we all are. And I don't know how deserving he is, but we're all very flattered, and you flattered not only him, but the entire Arnold family. We're very appreciative of it. And it's a little ironic because he and I had some issues about him going to Stephen F. Austin. I went to the Harvard of the South, Lamar, and so he didn't really want to follow me to Lamar. Ended up at Stephen F. Austin. It's been a wonderful experience for him and for all of us, his education, to go along with his on-the-job training for the last number of years has been excellent. He turned into an outstanding executive and continues to be a good father, good son, and you can't say enough good about him, but I can't tell him that. You'll have to tell him.
You know, Greg is probably one of, if not the best business leaders that ever graduated from Stephen F. Austin.
Besides being just a really good, solid person with good values, Greg is not only financially generous, but he gives of his personal time in mentoring people and helping people, the people that are in the most need.
Greg is high integrity. I've never had a better friend, but he is also the worst driver.
When I ride with him, I ride in the back seat. Safest place.
Greg's a terrible driver, and I don't get scared of much, but I ride with white knuckles most of the time, and so yeah, I think everybody should know that about Greg.
Again, congratulations on being the distinguished alumnus there at Stephen F. Austin, and I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Congrats.
We don't have to tell you tonight, we tell you every day. You've honored us all. We're very proud to bear the same name. So congratulations. Good luck to you in the future, and keep it in the road.
Greg Arnold, please come forward and accept your award.